Hi, I just thought I'd hop on here really quick because my son is sleeping, but I wanted to start out saying or talking about how I hate competitive females. I hate competitive women so much. I have met so many women in my life, and I can probably only count maybe like a handful, maybe not even 10 women that weren't competitive. At least not that I know of, but like very few women have I come across in life, and it's always the ones I least expect to be a good friend. But most women that I meet are extremely competitive, and I cannot stand that. It makes me think the word a girl's girl is made up, because why is it that women have to compete with everything? They have to compete with their looks. They're competing with you to get an attractive guy to like her. They're competing with maybe your job, like who's better at doing a job or who can get this job. They're competing with art, like who's the better artist. Instead of being their own decent artists, they have to compete with you. Like, I am the better artist. I get more attention on social media. People buy more of my stuff on Etsy. It's always something with women. And it makes me feel like I'm losing hope that there are not many good women to go around. Can't have a decent, normal interaction or a decent friendship with a woman because they always need to compete with you. It just sucks the joy out of life. Because like I always see these movies growing up where, like Cheetah Girls, Disney shows, Disney movies, Nickelodeon, where there's always like these female characters where they're just so happy to like exist around each other. They go shopping together, they have sleepovers together and talk about boys or talk about like clothes, hair, fashion, their interest, their favorite TV shows or games that they play. Like what is that? Is that made up? Is that not real? Did I like live my entire life believing that you cannot have a quality, decent female friendship where the one girl isn't trying to sabotage the other? Growing up, realizing that this is the case, it's just kind of disappointing because it makes you feel like you're the odd one out, like you're like there's something wrong with you. Like why is it that those girls are friends but over here no, like because they're competing with you, because you're intimidating to them, because you're a threat. Girls just don't want to be friends. And that's fine. Like, I don't think that you have to be friends with everyone. But it's just so disappointing that, like, you can't just exist out in the real world or even on social media without a girl looking at you funny. Maybe they don't follow you back because they see you and they're just like, yeah, no, she doesn't deserve my follow. Yeah, no, she doesn't deserve my like, but I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Because I need to take in some of her tricks and tips and use them as my own. Yeah. I think that this way of behaving can turn you into a paranoid person. It makes you wonder, are any women trustworthy? I just don't like competitiveness. And I know like in some areas in life it's important to be competitive, but I just don't think it's necessary for women to compete against each other. Women can work together, but a lot of them just choose not to because of their insecurities. of sad, actually. And it doesn't make me hate them. It actually makes me feel sorry for them. That they just can't exist and enjoy life and play along and just be a friendly human being to another fellow woman. Yeah. I guess I just had like a lot of unfortunate experiences with women always wanting to compete with me. And sometimes I just don't notice it right away. So it makes it even more awkward. But yeah, from now on, going forward, if I sense that there's a woman that feels competitive towards me, if I get any sense at all that there's something up with her, immediate block, immediate remove from my life, immediate just don't respond. Not even gonna say hello. Not even in a bitter way, just because there's no need to entertain that. And I feel like when you do try to remove yourself from these type of women, it only just makes them angrier. It just makes them more hostile. And I feel like that's when they start to like try to ruin your reputation. Yeah. It sucks being that woman. It really does. It sucks being that low. Somewhere in some universe, far, far away, some dimension, the world is just full of beautiful, intelligent, talented women, where they don't have these sorts of problems over here on Earth. They don't feel the need to tear each other down. These type of women are strange because they would rather ruin another female or a female friendship just because they hold value of a man so high. Because they go their entire lives looking for validation to like fill that gap of insecurity inside of them. And they know that if this guy picks them over you, then therefore she is the better woman. Sometimes it makes me think that these type of women are just a lesbo. I'm convinced at this point that they're just a big rainbow. And that's fine. But at least admit that's what you're doing if you're going to be that type of girl. Because it is girl behavior. It's childish. It's dangerous. It's sad. It's pathetic. You know, if you actually want to compete at something, let's do a sport. Who's better at playing volleyball? Soccer, basketball, swimming, and then just leave it there. Why do you gotta take it so far? Yeah. Anyway, it's just sad. It's sad to me that this is what it comes to. Like, I feel like women at least in the US, I don't know how it is everywhere else in the world, but I feel like it's pretty similar. I feel like people in this society are on survival mode, mostly women. Women are on survival mode. And their way of getting through is to tear other girls down so that they can climb to the top. And I think that like in their brain, they believe that if they get that guy, their life is going to be complete. But little do they know. Yeah. I just think it's interesting. And because of it, I have like very little friends. And the older I get, the more I'm okay with it. Like I'm more accepting of it. It's been a slow burn. And it's been a lonely one. It's been very lonely, wondering why girls never return my text or never want to hang out, or they only want to hang out because like maybe they want like a cool picture to post on social media, which is why I got rid of my Instagram. And maybe I'll be back. Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to go back to that jungle. It's like being in high school all over again. It's like being in high school and just hearing the drama, being in the cafeterias and seeing the stares from across the tables, or walking through the hallways and getting the dirty looks, or being on a bus and hearing threats a few seats behind you, and having to fight for your life because girls are competitive and they want to tear you down. Maybe one day women like this will grow up and they'll realize their mistakes, but I have a feeling girls like that don't get better. They don't grow up. Maybe in old age they will, but like, you know, once it doesn't matter anymore, once they can't use like their looks to compete and justify all the bad things that they do to other women. But yeah, it's just sad. If you know a girl like this, I'm telling you, just stay away. No, stay away. That's all I have to say. Okay, bye.